In the Tower of God universe, the 13 great warriors that are still alive that went on to become the heads of the 10 great families plus the king of the tower, Thoan Urek and Enryu, plus obviously Phantom Minim, who's an Axis, so we're kind of going to ignore him for the time being. He's not specifically a Tower of God character anyways. They stand at the very top of the universe when it comes to power, combat, strength, and overall ability, knowledge, talent, potential, things of that nature. But I have a question. Something that I've been thinking about a lot recently, now that in my eyes, the 10 great family heads have kind of fallen from grace a little bit. They've kind of come down to earth to me. Based on what I've seen, how they've been maneuvering, specifically Trauma and Gustang, I'm not so sure I believe they're these unstoppable, omniscient, omnipotent, beings that cannot be contested with at all under any circumstance. I just don't believe that anymore. I still think the gap is like heaven and earth. So don't get it twisted. But the question that I have and the case that I'm going to make is that there are these extreme outliers that are in tower born inhabitants who have potential and the talent to contend, possibly straight up beat or not get completely washed by a family head. Let's talk about it. We're going to start with the simple one. This is a combatant that used to travel with the 13 Great Warriors. The leader of FUG. They say that if he starts to make a move, a family head has to move as well to keep him in check. And that is none other than Grace Merchia Looselek. I do believe it's possible through knowing V, training with V, and actually traveling with these people, there's actually a way for him to contend with a couple of these family heads. But again, I think the amount of characters who can do this are like a handful. It's not many. And Looselek probably falls into the category of characters that can take one. Granted, he's also ranked 15, which is over 2 family heads, Blood Matter and Neon Hannah, so keep that in mind. The next one that comes to mind is Malik 1 PGR. That name is so effing crazy. But he's the eldest of the 3 lords. To keep it simple, the 3 lords are essentially the proxy for Jihad while he's sleeping or being inactive. They basically rotate Malik. I think it's Juchun and Flux. They basically rotate and then they're like the de facto authority of the tower. He's ranked at number 12, putting him above even Looselek, Gustang, and Eurasia Blossom, so keep that in mind as well. Then we have the leader of the 77th floor and the co-founder of Wallhike Sun, none other than the super gifted wave controller Bayek Ryun, who's at number 9. He's also a character who can possibly take down a family head or at least compete with one and not get completely washed. For the final 2, it is the 2 princesses who both share the number 7th ranked spot, Eurasia and Zahard and Adori Zahard. I believe that these 2 for a very long time, it was very possible in my mind that they could actually be exceeding the power of family heads. Hitman Adori seems to be an extreme outlier in terms of what it is she can do, the positions that she holds. And it's possible that because of her role in the army and whatnot, that's why she's ranked this high. But I don't know if I can just say someone that high up is only there because of their position. And Eurasia, while it's sealed, is still at number 7. The owner of the Colorless November. By the way, Adori has the golden November. Colorless December I meant for Eurasia and Zahard. And she is the daughter of 2 irregulars. So it's not absolutely impossible that maybe she somehow, got some irregular hacks or OPness from her parents. And thus is why she is so powerful. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think there's any other characters that I haven't mentioned or not thinking about? Or the potential for some up-and-coming characters to be able to also contend with their family heads? Do you think because Aguero wants to become the head of the Kud family that he has to find a way and will find a way to surpass Kunedwan? Do you think Ella, do you think she will, develop a powerful enough flame to take out her family head, so to speak, and become the leader of it? Because we know she does want to do that, based on what happened on the Flower of Zagania floor when we met Urek Mazzino, and how Huaryun kind of manipulated her to want to, be better and do better. Could it be I'm just gonna throw White in there because he wants to take an Aria Han, but White's kind of not around. Vincente's the new White, but could there be up and coming characters who will end up having the potential to do this? So to wrap it all up, the only characters that I think could possibly compete with a family head are Adori Zahard, Eurasia N Zahard, Bayak Ryun, Malik 1, PGR, and Grace Merchia Looselek for the time being. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and have yourself a mighty fine day. Shout out to the Patreon gang. I appreciate the continued support. Shout out to the certified BAM lovers, CBL Nation, CBL gang. It is what it is. But also shout out to the Priest of Fire. You know that's Brilith gang. Could they be the real CBLs? I think they just might be. With a huge big shout out to the 5th Zen Gods. Shout out to Zyler Scotty, Zodiac Nemco, Zachary Cooper, Tino Brown, Tikos, Simi, Scobe, Revenant, Naz Riley, Markov, Lucky Roo, Lazy Dragon, Johnny Rogers, Huey, Triss, Childish Nujabis, Andrew, Big Allen, and Big Abdel. Your support is appreciated. Yo, I slept in a bed the other day. Yo, I can afford a bed now. You guys are out here saving my life.